Greetings from the Sunshine State. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to add textured waves to an acrylic pour. This is the original pour, and I'll include the creative process for that portion. And later on, I'll demonstrate how to add the textured waves. I hope you enjoy the video. This is a pour that I did last year, and I was never really satisfied with the negative space here. I don't know if you can see the color. It's sort of a yellowish green color. I do like the rich colors and the movement in this section, and so I decided to go along with this and make it a coastline and create textured waves coming in over a beach. So this will be my first time using texture on an acrylic pour to enhance it. But I really love the depth here. It looks like an aerial view of an ocean, turbulent ocean. So we'll see what happens. I have a variety of mediums I can experiment with. This is an all-purpose filler, and it dries white. So if I don't want a clear finish, this is something I could use. Impasto, this is a clear gel acrylic medium, and it dries clear. So that way any colors underneath would still be showing through when it dries. And this is Lucas Structured Gel Mother of Pearl. And I imagine it would dry with a pearly finish. And this is a Professional Gloss Gel Medium. I'm not sure, I'd have to experiment to see how if that dries clear or not. And then Golden Light Molding Paste. I happen to have this on hand as well. So I think I'll just do a test on each of these and see what I'd like to use. I could even combine two of them if I wanted to. So on to the experiment. So my next step involved brushing on Amsterdam Sky Blue Light and Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue colors and blending them for the water portion. I thought that they matched the rest of the painting well. So I decided to use the golden, since I had a little bit left in each tube. It's the light molding paste. This dries opaque, although I am thinning it out with the fan brush to mimic the waves, the surf. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's just supposed to be a natural wave. I'm just following the surf line from the original pour. And what I could do if I didn't want it white, I could tint it later with iridescent paint or something. And I'll show you my experiment that I did yesterday. I just did it on this 4x4 canvas that I covered in this iridescent paper. So this bottom part here, the really white crusty part, is the filler, just wall filler that you get at the hardware store. And that dried very opaque. And it dried very quickly. You can't see through it at all. And this one right here dried semi-opaque, semi-transparent. You can see some of the paper underneath, the foil underneath. So it's in between transparent and opaque. This one was the Lucas Super Soft, and it went on like a gel. It was hard to work with, and you can see that it's either or. There are just lumps or nothing in between. But what I liked about it is the fact that it's iridescent, or a pearl. So you can see some effects in the finish. So that could always be a finish over top of an opaque one if I wanted something pearly. This one, that's the golden, and you can see it opaque. That's what I'm using now. And then this other one is Artist Loft Gloss Gel Medium. And you can see it's sort of like the Lucas. Now I'm using Amsterdam greenish blue to add some definition to these waves, to give it the illusion of depth. So I'm just putting a bit of the dark greenish blue along the edge of the the waves here. You see the difference. Now I'll use Pablo iridescent green blue on the edge of the shallower foamy waves, just to give them some definition. It's a lighter color than the Amsterdam green blue. It's an iridescent. You hardly see it, but it gives just enough definition and cleans up the edges here. I might even go back and do the second wave with a little bit of this so that it's not quite so harsh. I don't mind it for the deeper wave. And I don't think I'll touch the last one here. I was debating whether to add another wave here or even a beige color for beach, but I thought there isn't really any beige in this. There's yellow. I don't know if you can tell by the color of the camera. There's yellow and mint green, but I thought beige would stand out too much and the eye would be steered towards this corner rather than just having some resting negative space. It's busy enough everywhere else with the turbulent ocean. So I decided to keep this calmer. But I'll continue with my shadowing outlines and I think then I'll be done. So I have my shadowing done. And now I'm going to go back and just touch up the white caps with white paint, anything that needs cleaning up. Yesterday I added an impasto line here. As you may recall, I mentioned that impasto dries between opaque and transparent. And so it went on white, but you can see it just sort of turned this yellowish color. There's still the relief there. I'm always pointing with my broken finger. This finger broke when I was playing basketball in high school. I caught a basketball straight on. And it pushed the finger up, and I didn't know it was broken. I thought it was just swollen. And I had to try my ARCT associate at the Royal Conservatory of Music piano exam 2 weeks later, and I did it with a broken finger. It doesn't hurt at all now. I mean, it hurt for a while, but back then. But I mean, I wasn't a great basketball player just because I'm tall. That the PT teacher wanted me to play forward all the time. Anyway, getting back to this. So this is where I touched up with white paint, and you can just see where the white touch-ups were, but the impasto dried clear. The relief is still there. But this is the golden light molding paste that stayed firm and white. So I'm just going to touch up any places where I may have gotten some blue paint in there. But I really like how this turned out. When you look at an angle, you can see the relief. So it's like a satellite picture of a beach. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe below.